Hello, this is Ariana Vasquez, and this is my final examination presentation. To begin, I'd like to share a little bit about my educational background. In 2014, I graduated with a Bachelor's of Science in Nutritional Sciences from Texas A&M University. In August of 2015, I started my master's degree, of which I am about to conclude this coming May. Upon graduating in 2014, I moved to the city of Houston, where I became employed with Avance Head Start and took upon a nutrition associate position. With this position, I was required to plan menus for the entire agency, accommodate children with special dietary needs, counsel parents on childhood obesity, underweight, iron deficiency, among other health issues, make claims to the Child and Adult Care Food Program, make food orders for all of the 16 centers, and manage each of these centers' cooks. After leaving Avance Head Start, I became employed with Women, Infants, and Children, which is known as WIC, where I currently hold a nutritionist position. I am responsible for determining eligibility based on nutrition assessment, counseling on nutrition and breastfeeding, overseeing formula distribution, and teaching nutrition education classes to our clients. One of the advantages of being a student while also being a full-time employee within the health field is being able to practice the 7 areas of responsibility that a health educator is accountable for. Being able to assess the needs, the resources, and the capacity for health education promotion has allowed me to learn how to identify the priority population who we are serving and what their specific needs are. Being able to plan health education by designing and planning an intervention has allowed me to learn what is it that I am doing to serve this community. Implementing health education and promotion. After designing and planning a specific intervention, how am I going to execute the plan is something very important that I've learned how to do throughout these last 2 years. Conducting evaluation and research related to health education promotion. After designing and implementing this intervention, how am I going to identify whether this program is actually being effective? The development of data collection and resources is necessary to receive that feedback from the people you are serving. Administering, managing health education promotion. Through this experience, not only have I learned to design, implement, and evaluate a health education program, but I've also been able to learn that all areas of this program must be functioning. Making sure that every logistic is in place is extremely important for the program to function overall and be effective overall. Serving as a health education promotion resource person. A health educator must be aware that their knowledge must be put into practice. Making sure to understand what their role is within the community that they are serving. Communicating, promoting, and advocating for health, health education promotion, and the profession is also extremely important. Having the respect and the commitment for what we do is key to be able to gain supporters for the program that we are representing. Not only through the core classes that are required for this master's program have I been able to learn the responsibilities and the duties of a health educator, but also through the elective courses that I chose to take for this master's program. My first elective was Nutrition 300, Cultural and Religious Foods, where I was able to learn and gain an understanding of the different perspectives of individuals when it comes to nutrition. Health 634, Women's Health. Being able to understand furthermore the population that I serve as a professional in my career has given me so much more knowledge and connection to these women that I on a day-to-day serve. Health intervention and wellness was beyond my favorite elective. Being able to learn the process of developing a health education program, evaluating it, making sure that every logistic was in place is extremely important. And through this course, I was able to get a glimpse of what a health educator does as a professional. Public health in global context gives an insight of the different health issues and health aspects that are needed to be understood in order for health education to be applicable to every region of this world, to every country, to every community that surrounds our environment. By far my favorite part of this master's program has been the opportunity to engage in a professional internship. I have chosen to do my internship at my place of employment, WIC, and my project has been to evaluate the outcomes based on experience, knowledge, and behavior change brought by monthly nutrition education mini fairs. So at WIC, it is required that every client goes and receives nutrition education 3 to 4 times during the certification year. And the program requires for the client to either take an online nutrition education course or come into the clinic and receive their nutrition education there. Therefore, the project for whom I work for has developed a different approach to bring nutrition education to our clients through the offering of mini fairs once a month. Therefore, my project's goal has been to compare this new approach to the alternative nutrition education methods offered to our clients, which I just finished mentioning. Throughout this internship, I've been working closely with the project's nutrition education coordinator, of whom I've been assisting in developing the topics shared at these nutrition education mini fairs. And to give you a glimpse of what these mini fairs are like, I'd like to share a short video.
Freezer, then it can last up to 2 to 3 months. If you store it in a deep freezer, it's up to a year. You born, girl. That's what I was just telling my mom. That you can boil a good amount of water and then put it in your bottles, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then you can mix the powder. After the powder cooled down, we can store it in the refrigerator. What you talking about? 24 hours. 1 minute. 1 minute. You don't want to do longer than a minute because water doesn't. Oh, I need to take it off. So that doing the concentrate, what you can do is just mix, just boil water, just mix it as you. Okay, you never did that? Yeah. Oh, Gatorade. Gatorade usually, it's if you're playing sports, it has a lot of electrolytes. It's usually
This nutrition education approach is currently being piloted at 3 of the agency's clinics, one of them being my current site of employment. And at the end of each month for the last 2 months, I have been following up with clients that have had the opportunity to experience the mini fair. And for February's mini fair, the following feedback was received. A questionnaire was handed to the clients after the mini fair, and they were asked how relevant the information that was presented was to them and their family. And 96% of them stated that it was helpful indeed. We also asked how they would rate the experience in comparison to the traditional education classes that were previously offered at the clinic, and 79% of the clients who attended the mini fair in February stated that it was much better. We also asked open-ended questions to receive their feedback as to how we could improve this experience, and they mentioned a variety of different things that we are taking into consideration for future mini fairs. We also asked how likely they were to attend the mini fair again, and 82% of these clients stated that it was likely that they would return.
Mrs. Pointer, what
Here's a
did you
client
like?
sharing her experience
What was
at the
different
mini fair.
about the nutrition education today?
Today, I liked how they had it was different because it was more enthusiastic, it was more making us as mothers interested in it as far as the displays and getting in depth, the different questions we may have. And I like the energy, and I like the fact that we have a display of us going to try out new foods and, getting more information on our kids. And first time mom like me, I would love every bit of that, So that's what's different, and I like it. I like it.
Is there anything you would do different? Like what suggestions would you have for us? Like
More into like games, maybe we can make games, and if we do a little game, it'll probably be more fun too with that. But it's going good with a little bit more games, have us into it more. I think that is the only suggestion I have. But even than that, it was great. It was great.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alone, this internship has been very rewarding, and through it, I have been able to implement a few of the health education specialist responsibilities, of them being planning health education promotion, identifying what is necessary to assess needs, resources, and capacity, and conducting evaluation and research related to health education and health education promotion. Upon graduating with my master's degree, my future goals are to continue to work within the nutrition field and pursue a dietetic internship along the way to be able to incorporate that health education knowledge and the nutrition knowledge that I already hold. Before concluding this presentation, I'd like to acknowledge my committee, Dr. Shen, Dr. McNeil. thank you very much for all of the guidance that you have provided and all of the help that you have given me to get to this point.